Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Charlotte and I'm a third year nursing student at AUT. Join me for another week in my life as a New Zealand nursing student, this time on my first placement for my final year. I was placed on a general medicine and dermatology ward for my acute nursing paper, giving me the opportunity to build on my skills learnt from my second year general medicine placement. Before we get into everything, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, but for now, let's just dive right in. Oh my god. Good morning. It's 5 o'clock, I just woke up. Oh my god. Good morning everybody, it is Monday 20th of March 2023 and it's 5:40 in the morning. It's a little bit cold, it's very dark. I'm heading up to the bus so that I can go to placement, my first placement for the year. Sorry about the lighting, but I cannot control the sun. Was my first day done. Monday is over. It's like 9:30 at night now and I haven't really spoken to you guys because I've just been so busy and also really tired. Like as soon as I got home I just had a nap for about an hour and a half and then I've just been making dinner, just trying to look after myself. So I just thought I would kind of tell you how today went. So I'm on a general medicine ward again for my 4-week acute placement, but this is a general medicine and dermatology ward, so a lot of the patients, about 30% of the patients on this ward have skin conditions, so a little bit different from what I was doing last year, which I'm very grateful for. Pretty much I had orientation in the morning, which was from 7 until 8, and then I kind of went up to my ward, introduced myself to the charge nurse, and then got assigned my preceptor. We did an oily bath and potassium bath soak today for a couple of patients, which I've never heard of and I've never seen and I've never done, but it was really interesting. And then just doing basic nursing cares, things like medication rounds, vitals, notes, like documentation, and then I just got the bus home. Yeah, so I'm on the morning shifts this week. Morning shifts are from 7 o'clock until 3, but you have to be there for 6:45 just so that people can start doing handover. I'm just gonna go to bed because I'm really tired. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely zonked. So I'm just gonna say goodnight. Tuesday, day 2 of placement. So I'm just gonna get myself ready and head out the door. Alright, I'm all changed. It's now 5:40, so I'm gonna head out the door and catch my bus. Just got my uniform on. Face down, moisturizer, hair. I put a little bow in it to look pretty. I also had some breakfast and a cup of tea, so I'm good to go. Let's go to placement. In the city now, I'm gonna get my next bus. So I'm back home. I've had a cup of tea. I'm making another cup of tea and I have to get myself ready to go meet Shannon so that we can go and see Florence on the machine tonight, which I'm really excited about, but I'm also absolutely exhausted. Today was such a crazy shift. I had a 15-minute break for an 8-hour shift and it was actually 8 hours and 40 minutes because I had to stay extra to do handover, even though I'm not going to get to chart those extra 40 minutes because apparently it doesn't count. So I'm exhausted, and then my bus ride home took like an hour and 20 minutes. So I've only got an hour to have my dinner, get changed, have another cup of tea, and then head out the door so that I can meet Shannon and not be late. But today was just absolutely hectic. I took a catheter for the first time today, which was interesting. And then I also, what else did I do? I did vitals like I always do. I did a lot of IV antibiotics today. it was such a bit, no, it was a good shift for learning, but it was just so busy and I'm so hungry and tired, and I didn't want to see Florence the Machine this way. But I'm just gonna get myself ready. I'm gonna get myself changed really quickly, then I'm gonna have my dinner, which is in the oven. So I'll see you guys when I'm on my way to Shandaman. I didn't even have time to have dinner or a cup of tea. Got a text from Shannon saying there was too much traffic and that I should leave earlier, so I don't even have dinner. I'm so hungry. Wednesday. I got in from Florence and the Machine around midnight, so I've only had 5 hours sleep after yesterday, which was really hectic. So I've got a feeling, I'm not feeling too tired at the moment, but I've got a feeling that in a couple of hours I'm gonna have a massive energy crash, which I'm not looking forward to. So I think when I get home I'm just gonna have a sleep. I feel like it's gonna be another busy morning. So I had another busy but exciting shift on the general medicine ward, and then on the way home I decided that I would treat myself, and I went and stopped at Bluebell's Cakery and I got myself a little carrot cake cupcake, and then I also decided that I was going to be productive and I did some grocery shopping because my cupboards were empty. It's hard for me to say. Sorry, I feel like this vlog has been really boring because I haven't really been able to show you anything because, you know, there's confidentiality and it's just, you know, make basic respect for people. And I've also not really been talking that much, just because as soon as I get home, pretty much what I do is I go to sleep. Yesterday we had a code red the first thing in the morning, which I actually was really involved in for my first time ever. Like, I was taking the blood pressure and I also did the blood sugar levels in that code, so that was, I mean, it was a bit scary because I also didn't know what else to do, but that was good learning. And then I took out an IV law, which was really cool. I quite like taking them out, but it just takes a little while because I don't want to hurt the patient. I also did feeding the patient, bed baths and stuff, so it was quite a full-on day, but I just managed to get both of my breaks, which was really nice. I was so tired yesterday that as soon as I got home I just went to sleep, so you didn't miss out on anything. I didn't really do anything interesting. It took me 2 hours to get home. This placement is going a lot better than my first acute placement because I feel a lot more competent. Like, I still get really anxious that I don't know what I'm doing and stuff, but for the most part, you know, I feel just a bit more capable, and I feel like that's really helped. And also the preceptor that I've been with for the past 2 days is really nice, and she lets me do a lot, which I'm so grateful for because it's so good for learning. Today I'm not really too sure what the day will bring, but I do know that I have a meeting with my clinical educator, so we're gonna have our first catch up. I literally have not prepared for this meeting at all, which doesn't look good, but as I say, I've just been sleeping, so yeah. So it was another busy shift. I had my meeting with my clinical educator where I just introduced myself, and I also showed her my shift planning, which I was very, very proud of. And then on the way home, again, it took me about an hour to get home on the bus. I tried not to fall asleep. I was nibbling on some chocolate to keep myself awake. And then when I got home, I just had a cup of tea, made myself some dinner, treated myself to a puhoi chocolate milk, and then I went to bed, and that was my evening. I'm heading home now. I'm just walking down my street, but that took so long to get home. On the way home, I submitted my selection for my pre-reg placement, so I've asked for community, so fingers crossed that I get there, because I really, really want community, but anything would be good, but I just really want community. On the bus, on the way home, I ate an inappropriate amount of chocolate. I was like, if I'm not nibbling on something, then I will fall asleep. So, and I actually have almost fallen asleep on the bus many, many times. So yeah, almost home. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, call mum and dad. I'm so tired. I've got work tomorrow, which I don't want to go to, but I need to pay my rent. Good morning, everybody. I've just gotten changed. It's Saturday morning. I start work at 7:30, so I've just made myself some breakfast. I went to bed at no, that's a lie. I went to bed at 6 o'clock last night, woke up at 9 o'clock, made myself some dinner, and then went back to bed at 11:30. So I've actually had a decent sleep. I'm still exhausted. I always get so tired during placements. And I'm sorry, this vlog has probably been like the most boring thing ever. I think the reality of placements, at least for me, is that I don't really have enough energy to actually go to placement, because after, waking up really early or going to bed really late and then commuting, which if I'm taking the bus can take up to 2 hours to get home at least, and then doing the full 8-hour day, which is non-stop and very hectic, I personally don't have any energy, and I always almost fall asleep on the bus home. When I get home, I have no energy to do anything. So I have no idea how some people do it. They're able to do placement, come home and study, go out and socialize, and I'm just I have no energy. Today though, I actually do have to do stuff. I have to work on my Mahara because it's my placement assessment, and I'm not going to have any energy to do it during the week. So this weekend I need to get a huge start on it, and then I also have to really make a huge dent out of this community vaccination paper, which is due next week, and it takes 6 hours to do. I've not even started it, so it's going to be a bit of a busier day today. I feel like that's the theme of this vlog, is I'm just exhausted. So I'm gonna go and have a sleep, and then I'll call my parents, say hello to Juno, and then I'll start studying. So I spent about 45 minutes working on my Mahara portfolio, which is pretty much just writing up Gibbs reflection cycles for my placements experiences, and then I spent about an hour working on the vaccination course, which is a compulsory element for my community paper. And then I had dinner, and then I went to bed, and that was my Saturday. gotta be out the door in 15 minutes, but I'm just making myself some toast. I'm doing 8 o'clock until 1 o'clock today. And then I'm gonna go pick up a library book. Maybe get some printer ink, but we'll see. Such a beautiful morning. Nice and clear. Beautiful. Going to the library to pick up a book. So after picking up my library book, I then went back home, I had a shower, got into my comfy pajamas, and then I did myself a favour and began meal prepping for the next week so that I would have lunches and dinners available for my placement. I also made myself some dinner, I made myself a pizza, and then I finished off my evening and my week by watching a couple episodes of Shadow and Bone. So that was my week. So thank you guys so much for watching. That has been a week in my life on placement. My first week of placement. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. I'll see you next Monday with a new video. But until then, have a lovely day and a fabulous week. Bye.
It's rated X. That means you're extra, extra, extraordinary.